Is it off? It should be reading like welcome to DUT Personal Development Plan Talk. Where you going? Hello?
Yeah, siyavela mfowethu.
Ayiveli, ubalo uthi ayiveli.
Ayiveli.
Kuyavela.
Izothatha isikhathi vele kwabanye ngenxa yokuthi amafoni awafani.
Okay.
Nanokuthi kumele uklikhe kuyona madoda, bafethu mina ngiklikhile kuyona.
Now, kuyavela manje.
Ngiyangibona mina lapha. I will also share it to those things so that I can email yabo. A presentation. So can we start?
Cha baba ngenxa yesikhathi impela hayi ungaqala impela. Asebenzena bongena bosifica sesiphakathi ngibona.
Okay, I would like everyone to mute their microphone. Please. We are going to switch them on when we have questions and answer session at the end. Okay. There are some people who still have their microphones on, but it's fine. Okay, welcome to this class and thank you so much for inviting me over. I have been longing for this opportunity so that we can share information that we have. Just to alarm you guys, this is from a blog online. You can even go search for it. It's a blog written by personal development practitioners. I happened to be one of the people who wrote this on that blog. But this layout is not entirely mine. You know, I did research there and there. So I just want to make that disclaimer. So thank you so much for being here. And thank you for the invite. When I got an invite, I was so happy and excited at the same time. And then that is why I accepted the invite. So today we are going to be talking about a personal development plan. So people will ask why we have to talk about this. What is it? So we are going to lay it out and school importances ayo, as well as the layout how to develop it. So a person will ask himself or herself how to create a personal development and what is it. But if you have a vision for what you like to see in your career or in your life, you need to make it a point that you have a guideline or a constitution yako. And the personal development plan is one of the best documents that you can have to guide you. So that is the first part here. And then the computer is moving faster than me. Just bear with me 1 moment. Okay. And then a personal development is a set of goals and objectives you create that will help you to achieve izinto ozifunayo. So creating a personal development plan ihlanganisa ukuthi setting up our goals and analyzing your strengths and weaknesses. Mostly, if we can be precisely and talk about this thing, this is a more detailed SWOT analysis of your life. Kodwa ihambisana nama goal settings, nama objectives. I hope you understand. So what to include with personal development plan? Yabo? Personal development plan typically includes the following. File ube a statement of purpose or goals. Ube a list of strengths, list areas to develop, analysis of threats to develop, list of development options or opportunities, clear objectives. Ube nama deadlines. You will be familiar with deadlines because Nina, you are still students, and some people who have joined who are not students, but some are in a corporate world, so they know everything about deadlines. It's where uzibekela wena. La, you are not being ruled by me, not by a mentor, not by anyone. You are ruled by yourself using this document. Iyakuhlela yona. Personal development plan. And then the other part is what to include with development plan is that start doing and stop doing. I will clarify that. There's a part when we say start doing things, and there's a part with personal development when we say stop doing things. Contextually, kusho izinto ezahlukene leyo nto leyo. So, and ube ne list of people that can help you, and then benchmark for reviewing success. Uma ngabe usebenza noma kunento oyenzayo, you have to review success. You can't just have this personal development plan and never review it. Maybe after a year, you make your own time frame. Which after this time, I'll go back to my personal development plan and see what I achieved, what can I improve, and all that. And mostly with students, you have a lot in your minds. You have about business ideas. There's a lot of good goals and bad goals. Some things will even like they will attack your career or academics. So a personal development plan yako will allow you to align the academic yako and izinto zakho eseceleni ofisa ukuzenza. So that is why umuntu one personal development plan ungeke umuzwe kuthiwa ufailile ngenxa ukuthi ebe busy eyodlala ibhola wangawu prioritize ukufunda. So since personal development plans are based on individual needs, you can include or delete the sections that are naming is shola phezulu. Because at the end of the day, you are not a robot. You are not to be told what to do. I'm just giving you a backbone, idea, your personal development plan. You can edit it and put your own things that you see. No, these things are important to be included to my personal development plan. So that is what I'm trying to say. You are not a robot. You are not a you are yourself. So sometimes you need to put it in your own way and in your own strategies. So now we are getting into the core business of the day, creating a personal development plan. So they say consider using these steps to make your personal development plan. Firstly, determine your goals. Ama goals again ahlukene. Khona ama short goals, ama medium goals, nama long-term goals. So here with this paragraph, this first paragraph, they are just telling you the first step is to create in creating a personal development is determining your long-term or end goals. You can do this by envisaging what success or happiness look like to you. Asking yourself, where would you like to be in the 2 or 5 to 10 years coming? So now my goals now, these are the goals that we envisage and say, no, I'm longing to be a doctor. But a doctor with what else? So those are the goals that we need. Like our goals when as students or as people, you have goals that say no. Our goals and I want to graduate. That is a first goal with student. A long-term goal. You can be a first year or second year, but that was supposed to be your goal first year. Good to know. I want to graduate, maybe with cum laude. I want to graduate with 5 distinctions. I want to graduate with this and that and that. And then after that goal, there's another goal. You need to get a job. I want to be, when I graduate, after I graduate, I want to do this and that and that. Those are the long or end goals. Ama goals as a in writing down your vision for the future, you might end up with multiple goals for multiple areas of your life. So saying that if my goal was to get a car in 2 years, saying now, and then maybe I got some information within the period of 3 months. Good to know cars are not good assets. I can change that to suit me and have that goal. Now let's just cut. No, this time now I'm not having that goal as end goal. It can be shorter. I can just say no. That goal can be adjusted to a short-term goal. So that is what they are trying to say. Like in writing down your vision for the future, you might end up with multiple goals for multiple areas of your life. And it can help to create mind map to recognize your personal development goals, such as dividing career goals, health goals, and goals for other aspects of your life into different plans or sections of overall. So into esizayo-ke ukudweba ama-mind maps noma ngabe kuthiwa uyafunda noma kuthiwa wenzani nala kwi-personal development plan kuyakusiza ukuthi ubhale ama-mind maps uwahlukanisa ama-goals. Ama-goals awafani, kukhona ama-goals aka-health wise, yabo, kukhona ama-goals aka-academics njengoba kade ngisho, kukhona ama-goals aka-later ukuthi no for ukuzijabulisa, I want to play chess, I want to be a champion in KZN chess. That is an end goal in 2 years or 3 years goal. Time. Oh, it's engaging. So yeah, that is what I'm trying to say. You have different types of goals. So health, and then secondly, identify your strengths and weaknesses. This is the crucial part of your personal development plan. So when you know where are you weak, where are your strengths lying? After deciding what your long-term goals are, perform a self-assessment, evaluate your current strengths and weaknesses. We call that self-introspection, where you are not being told by anyone but yourself. You are judging yourself. You are criticizing yourself. You are being harsh to yourself. You are telling yourself, so you are failing here. You are doing well here. What can we do here? So you know the weaknesses. The best part of doing this personal development planning is to overcome the weaknesses and not be comfortable with them, but know exactly this is my weakness. I need to overcome it this way. And a thorough and honest assessment will help you to create objectives and achieve your goals. You can use this list to plan how to use your strengths as much as possible to achieve your goals and what areas you need to develop in order to be successful. So this is the second part of creating a personal development. Identify your strengths and weaknesses. So when you know exactly, you know what I'm weak in presenting. So whenever if I'm in a team, I'm not going to be the lead presenter for the sake of the team. Or even if you have a choice, maybe they can say you have a choice of presenting or writing. Make sure that you write than presenting, because you know your weakness is presenting or speaking or talking or chatting or doing what using your voice or your gesture. And then thirdly, look for development opportunities. Akusizi ukuzitshela. It does not help. You isolate yourself. You say, no, I will never go to these guys and ask for help. You need key development opportunities. You need to understand the issues. You need to know, if I associate myself with NATESA, what am I gaining? Yabo. If I associate myself with ATES, what am I gaining? If I associate myself with APASA, what am I gaining? So you need to identify the development opportunities. There is a leadership course in DUT that is free. Let me join it for development purposes. So once you know what your weaknesses are and what your areas of development are, you can now begin to find a way to improve. If you need to learn a new skill, for instance, you can go online classes, find Ukeniso, who is your mentor, and ask your supervisor for an opportunity to practice the skill or set aside time each day to learn it. It also applies to learning. When you are studying, you know, I'm lacking in mathematics, I'm lacking in biology, I'm lacking in micro what, I'm lacking in marketing 1, I'm lacking in marketing 3. What can help me? Go to YouTube, stream live, check our videos, and go to blogs, read books. That is how you overcome your weaknesses, by developing, by looking for development opportunities. It is good to find as many learning or development opportunities as you can, and then you can determine which ones are best for you and set clear objectives to taking advantage of those opportunities. If any of them turn out to be not to be possible for you, you may still have other viable options left from your research. That's what I was trying to say to you, Uchi. You do your research about things that you don't know. And you always like keep that in mind. I don't know. It helps a lot to that person because that person creates a room for development and learning. You might know something, but there's a version that you don't know of that thing. There's someone who can come and light it in a different way. But if you are in a corner when you say, when I know I'm not like engaging with some people, I'm not taking people serious in that way, you'll never develop. You'll never overcome your weaknesses. And then you'll find sometimes they have your weaknesses. I have a problem here with people of YouTube people. It's not live streaming, but it's fine. I'll record it and send it to YouTube. And then next point in creating a personal development plan, ilena yokuthi you identify ama-threats. Ama-threats izinto ezisabisayo noma izinto engaba isithiyo kuma-goals wakho or empilweni yakho nje. Izinto nje ezisabisayo ngama-threats. Just as important as identifying ways you can improve is being aware of anything that might hinder your improvement. Understanding any threats to your development can help you to include them in your plan and solve those problems before you occur to promote your best chance of success. Common threats to consider are time management, costs, and ability to maintain your work-life balance. Ama-threats ilezinto lezi ey'qhamuka zibe isithiyo or things that hinders you in developing, things that hinders you to become successful. Most like time management, costs, ezinto like you need to be a YouTuber, but you don't have money to buy a quality laptop or what, or a camera, a good camera and all that. So those are the things that are the threats to your, not to your business, because you are not in a context of talking about the threats of the business, but to your life. So those are the things, even temptations as well. Temptations that are not included here. You need to be able to identify things. Most of the time, temptations, they come as opportunities. So when you think this is a good opportunity, but that is a temptation or a threat. And then the fifth part is to set clear objectives. After you analyze, your analysis of your goals, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, you can determine specific objectives that will help you reach your goals. It is helpful to use SMART goal criteria for this step. So you know the SMART method: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and realistic. Oh, it's written here. I thought we creating here. Yes. Let us go to the second slide. So SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant, and time bound. This criteria help to ensure that you can and will achieve your objectives. So if you are creating objectives, you must use this SMART method, which is specific, be straight to the point. And then after that, it must be measurable. Into objective that must be measurable from this time to that time. You know exactly what I'm doing this for this time to that time. It must be measurable and attainable. It must be possible to attain it. And relevant. You can't be thinking about a history that will never help us. You need to know what, when you set objectives, objectives are relevant that time. And then they must be time bound. Everything that you do must be time bound. Was good, I'm achieving this. That is where this thing of creating deadlines come in, or time bound. Many personal development plans include start doing and stop doing list of actions during this step. That is where less steps as 5 who understand that continuity. Start doing things. Don't always like plan and never execute. Start doing things. Start. If you want to have a business side hustle that you know that will never hinder your studies, start it today. Do not always plan. Don't look and all that. Start and stop doing things. If there is something that you know which it hinders you from studying, stop doing it. If there is anything that hinders you from successful and reaching your objectives, stop doing it. It's not crime. As a result of your previous analysis, you can create a clear list of things you need to start doing and things you need to stop doing in order to achieve your goals. These lists should be in addition to your specific objectives. An amount of creating objectives is determining a clear timeline or a deadline for each one. Required or expected completion dates help to motivate you to work and provide clear benchmarks to assess your progress. It can also help to plan small rewards for yourself as you achieve your objectives to give yourself motivation. There is nothing greater than having a motivation that is positive. Like when you hit your targets, when you are given targets, when you hit them, it motivates you. So even you, Laukon, when you are doing this personal development plan, make sure that there's something that is driving you behind. You are reaching your objectives, and if you are reaching objectives, that is exactly what will motivate you to continue setting another goals, setting another objectives as well. But don't take that Ugutuena, you have to stick to something. If it's failing, try once, twice, the third time, no, try another angle. You can't be stuck into an A1. Remember, this is a personal development plan. So you need to develop. You need to, if Ufunda Ikrema's rule is not working for you, you tried it once, you tried it twice, and then you tried it. You are keeping on trying to get into it. And then that is not good for you. Try another way. Yabo? Because here comes my exam and all that. But I don't want to dwell much on exams and also that. I want to prepare you for life outside varsity. Because I know you have lectures that will tell you what to do at school and all that. I'm not in that context. I mean, I want you to be good in life than being that good in academia, but your life is not balanced. So life needs you to do this part number 5 mostly. Start doing things and also stop doing things. That will help you in setting good and achievable objectives. And then we go to number 5. Then that is where we get in as people who have some parts of knowledge and all that, where you consider seeking help. That, remember, this is the 6th step in creating your personal development plan. So personal development often includes a list of people who might be able to help you with your development. Consider any friends, family members, colleagues, teachers, and supervisors who might be able to mentor you, connect you with learning opportunities, or check your progress. Letting others know of your development goals and objectives can increase your motivation as well as provide. But also, number 6, you can't be stuck with Uqinisongema once you know what Uqinisongema is not talking good of what I've been doing. It's always criticizing. Uqinisongema is not a person or right when it comes to addressa. Mangiza nenkinga or ngiza nezinto zami. That's buhlungu kanjani ukuthi you are coming with your things any developile or izinto oyicabangayo and then umuntu shut them down. So when we say consider seeking help, we are not talking about toxic people or toxic sites or toxic gatherings. You can't be a person who wants to develop umuzi or you want to build a house and when you are busy nabantu abangakhi abangacabanga kwakhe abazi ukuthi fanele kuphuza utshwala kuphela. Obvious, they will tell you that is that you need to wake up from dreaming, because so when you're seeking help, that is where most of people go wrong. They seek help in wrong places. So screen people, screen things, screen sites that you search online, because sometimes you can even go seek help online. So screen those platforms or things that you use for seeking help, and then know exactly ukuthi uthatha ini uyeka ini. As well, kungena lapha futhi number 5 ukuthi you know what to do, what to stop doing, and what not to stop or to start doing. And then finally we go to review and refocus. In addition to setting deadlines for your objectives, you should set regular checkpoints on your personal development plan for your assess your progress. Use these benchmarks to determine if your plan seems successful. If you are moving towards your goals faster or more slowly than you expected, you can then adjust and refocus. This thing, that the entire document or the entire setup of a personal development plan requires a person that will be able to criticize him or herself in an honest manner. You must be harsh to yourself, but this is your personal manual. You can even take it as something that is sacred, something that might not be seen by anyone if you lie. So when you are in this final stage of review and refocus, you can set up time and say, after a week, I review what I've learned. I review what I have seen. I review what I've gained this week. Because remember, number 3 and number 4, you were busy creating lists of things that you need to achieve and objectives that you need to meet and goals as well. So this time here, I was stressing with long-term goals. But you can also put short-term goals, medium-term, so that they can be milestones that are achievable. But do not dwell in something that you see it's not working for you. Don't even try to hurt yourself, because you'll be hurting your feelings. Because there's a saying that was said by John Cena on WWE Raw when he said, sometimes you can try so hard. You try so hard, but you can still fail. You still fail. So that is where that saying suits you. If I'm failing, then seek for help. And then Usizo might help you. Go to people, talk to them, but also screen people that you are talking to. That are not going to help you. But at the end of the day, you are you. You need to do your personal. The key word is here is a personal development plan. I want you, when you get out of varsity, I want you to have a clear understanding of the outside world. I want you to know, Wuti, outside, there's this saying that you are on your own. You are not on your own entirely. No, there are helping hands out there. There are people who will help you. But the mistake that you do when we are option number 6 or step number 6, when you consider seeking help, when you are seeking help in wrong places. That is why you are being abantu besprashang one betty. Tina, we are not helping each other. Nazareta, they are not helping each other and all that. It's not the truth. There are people who are helping each other within the Nazarene society. And 80% of people within the Nazarene society, they are helping people. It's just this morons that 20% that they are not helping people. So there are people who are going to help you. But don't make a mistake of relying on them. No. Seek help, but you must come with something that you have developed on your own. So this is a template of a personal development plan in page 6 or 5. And then you can use this template as a starting point for creating your personal development plan. I'm going to share this presentation to you guys, and then you can edit there. Long-term goals, that's a first bullet point. Use bullet points or small paragraphs to clearly identify your end goals. But that was I was saying, you can even add mid-term and short goals. Like ubuke wena uwaweigh ama-goals ukuthi these can be achieved within 2 days, so that is a short-term goal, and then this can be achieved within 5 months because you use the smart method of setting objectives and goals. And then you put priority. Ayikho into ezosiza empilweni even nasesikoleni noma again is to prioritize, not the priorities. Siyawuthanda umgidi ne, siyakuthanda ukusonta futhi, angisho ingayi esontweni ngangizikaphi, kodwa sometimes you need to prioritize. Let us take it isonto as a priority. Let us forget about studying. Let's say isonto is a priority. Now 23, kodwa kune game yeKaizer Chiefs that is playing the Orlando Pirates. We know that Orlando Pirates will win with 2-0 ngalesi sikhathi samanje, but comes sesikwazi ukuthenga abadlali, we are going to show them their mothers. So we know that there's a game that is playing in that sort. You need to prioritize. We have 23 because the priority at that time is church. Same thing applies to studying. Same thing applies to your life. You need to know what these are my priorities. Prioritize. Write them here. Put your goals and prioritize them. And then, besubhala ama strengths. Use bullet points to create a list of my strengths. You know where are you strong. Akekho umuntu ongazazi ukuthi I'm strong here, and then as well ufake ama weaknesses. I think I've jumped this. Ama weaknesses. Uwafake in bullet points as well. And then isihloko esinye esilandelayo, possible learning opportunities. Use this section to record your research into opportunities for developing your goals and improving your weaknesses. Then that's a issue. Uma usuwabonile ama weaknesses akho, hamba phela ubuke ukuthi ungafundani kuphi kanjani. Bale phansi. Ayikho into esiza njengokubhala phansi because sineyinkinga nje ey'ngaka isikakhulu nje empilweni ukuthi umuntu wathi kodwa kubhalwanga phansi. So I want you today to start writing down your things. If there is something, then the idea that is coming, write it down same time, record it so that you can come back and review it. Because like maybe it's a moment of brilliance where you just now having ideas and having that thing that says, write this, talk about this. We call that a moment of brilliance. And if you are not writing down that time, it will never come back again. So write it down. Possible learning opportunities. In the seminars, attend those things. But don't just attend seminars for the sake of saying, because I said that. And then attend us, okay, if it's working for you, go. Presentations, workshop, when you are seeking learning opportunities. No. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say. Prioritize a puzzle. You'll know possible learning opportunities for that for that goal that you are prioritizing that time. And then you write your threats. And then you write your objectives. In this section, write down clear objectives or actions that you will take to achieve your goal. Include deadlines or timelines for each one. You should have a variety of objectives, such as how you will use your strengths, how you will improve your weaknesses, and how you will circumvent your obstacles. So this is an entire setup, action plan. We'll have more objectives. I'm using this strengths to achieve this goal. If this threat comes up, I'm going to overcome it using this action. That is what they are trying to say here. Track and tracing. And then start doing. Make a list of things that you need to start doing to achieve your goals and objectives. Start doing. Stop planning, start doing. If you start doing. There's no crime in starting and failing. But don't fail more than 8 times and then seek information. If you have a passion for that, like seriously, you fail once, you fail twice and 3 times, and then you have passion, you see, no, I need that. Try to get help. from outside. Partner with people who touches things and then they happen. Partner with those people as well. And then after that, you stop doing. Make a list of things that you need to stop doing to achieve your goals and objectives. That is critically and precisely clear to everyone. Even if you go out of varsity, you must know what there are things that you do. And make sure ukuthi kunomthetho orulayo out of all these things. If you have umthetho that will rule you throughout your personal development or your personal development plan, a personal development journey, you'll know what to stop doing and what to start doing. And then you write there people who can help me, because you are talking to yourself. Include a list of people, organizations, development support for your plan, organizations and all that. Angikwazi ukugida. So my objective, my goal is ukugida. Angifuna ukwazi ukugida umthetheleli. You know, uNgcobo will help you. Umgazi lapha ebranchini will help you. Yabo? I'm just making an example of a goal that some people will have. You know, I want to, and then you do your research. You go to that person, you put them down the list, people who can help you. And then the last part is to review. You review, you go back and you check this thing. And now, when it comes to development, it's not an easy road. It's a bumpy road, up hills, at all that crooked and all that sharp curves. So you need to be able to know to achieve your goals and to reach your objectives. You need to have a strong mindset. And thank you so much for your time. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Where is that? And then you can ask me questions.
Okay. Bengicela ukuthi kube kanje. Abantu bazophakamisa izandla ngoka Teams bazophakamisa izandla, sizobe sesibakhomba ngokuphakamisa kwabo izandla. Bese sobakhomba ngokuphakamisa kwabo izandla, umuntu beyibuze nje yonke imibuzo, bese kuzobe usuyabaphendula-ke emva kwalokho. Bengicela ukuthi kube kanjalo ngoba manje kuzosuke kube unroll, abantu bazofuna ukukhuluma bonke ngesikhathi esisodwa. So sizocela-ke nje
when
angizwa. Wena nje yeah, mina ngizoba selector kuphela.
Questions. Okay, it's fine. Thank you. Any questions?
Okay, sizocela ukuthi umuntu uzo-unmute mangabe sebiziwe. Uzobe sezi-unmute bese ayakhuluma ngoba umsindo lo ku-background uyaphazamisa. Sizocela abembuzo bephakamisa isandla. Ushaya mangabe usebenzisa i-version yefoni kulula, ushaya nje lamadoda amathathu, ukhona u-raise hand lapho uphakamisa isandla. So bese siyakukhomba, bese uyakhuluma, mawusuqeda ukukhuluma, mawuqeda nje ukukhuluma bese yasehlisa isandla kuyo yona le ndawo othola u-raise hand, ukhona u-lower your hand. Sizocela ukuthi kube kanjalo abaphakamisa izandla abanemibuzo.
No one speaks. That means it was precisely clear. It was clear, Babu Mbata. Umbata ngithi.
Yeah, cha uma kuwukuthi izandla azikho kusho khona ukuthi ebekade sihlangene ngakho lana kuhambe kahle, kusho ukuthi abantu bakuzwile nje bonke. Ngizocela ukuthi ngemvume yakho ugoqa uma ukuthi khona okusalile, kodwa uma ukuthi sekuphelele sizobe sesiyavala ngale ndlela.
Okay, let me just conclude. Okay, guys, thank you so much for this opportunity. I have been away kuma presentations for a long time. So if there were hiccups, sorry about that. Next time, if Bang Biza Futla, we will have a very good session. And also, guys, I see that we have a lot of people here, more than a lot. I need you guys to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also go subscribe to the YouTube channel here in NATESA. It's NATESA Digital Media. You just go and subscribe. Click a bell there corner so that you see izinto kunezinto abasazo-uploada ey'balulekile. And then mine as well, I'm doing ama setups ukuthi how to set up this online for my businesses, most especially. So just need your support. Just go and subscribe. It's called Online Business Promotions with Qiniso Ngema, and then just click subscribe lapana. And also this in here, ibifanele ngabe i-live ku-YouTube, so ukuthi sibe ney'nkinga so yangaba live. So into engizoyenza ngizozama ukuphinda ngi-upload and select you guys. If send subscribe, I know the audience that needs to see this. So it's not everyone who's going to see it. And then after that, njalo sonke isikhathi maniyidinga le presentation ngizoyithola lapha. That be recorded ngala. If it was not recording, then I'm sorry, it's gone. But thank you so much. Thank you for your time, Mr. Mbata, and thank you to Uslalo. I see that we have our facilitator here, Mr. Ntanzi. Thank you so much for attending, Baba, and thank you for everyone ofikile. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Siyabonga ubhuti nokuphumelela kwenu bafowethu, njengoba esebongile ubhuti, nathi siyabonga nje siyinathi sese-DUT. Ningadinwa ingane zakwethu nangokuzama, kukhona okukhona. Ngiyacela ukuthi niphumelele ngobuningi benu. Siyabonga kakhulu. Seningakhululeka nje. Cela ukuthi orekhodayo stop recording.
Okay, uma ekhona recorder ngicela phinde nama ngisherele kwi-email anikeze ulokuza umuntu onganginikeza ngizoyidinga because angikho sure noma irecordeka la kumina. Yezwa Mbatha?
Yebo baba, cha kuzoba njalo.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu bafowethu, ngiyabonga bye.
Bonke bye.